This is the Carl DeMaio Show. We're giving you the story behind the story. We're fighting to take back our state for a better California. It's Thanksgiving week, so I want to give thanks. That's right. I want to spend some time just thanking people who have been so wonderful to me and to our movement, who've been helping the campaign, and really hopefully set the mood for the week. I don't want to do a whole lot of politics. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to my mom. And I know every son gives thanks to mom, right? It's not a surprise, but let me explain why I uniquely have her to thank for what I'm doing for this movement and what I'm doing in the fight to try to take back California. I have been criticized for going against the grain, for fighting fights when other politicians kind of cower and run and hide, for standing up and speaking truth to power, for taking on special interests who can do a lot of damage to the career of a politician. People have noticed that about me, and some say it's good quality, some say it's a bad quality. I think it's good. I've also had my fair share of setbacks, and my opponents have made it painful for me to do what I'm trying to do in politics, outright lying about me, hurling nasty, negative, untrue, disgusting attacks against me. But I'm willing to stick it out. Two reasons. One, it's important that we fight the fights that we're going after. And many people are joining me, and I appreciate that. And so when they fight, I fight alongside them. But secondly, it's in my DNA, and that's why I thank my mom. When I was very young, in second grade, my mother was diagnosed with cancer. And when you're a second grade kid, you don't know what cancer truly is. It's a term. But I very soon found out what it was. My mother's first chemotherapy session was Halloween when I was in second grade, October 31st. And it was frightening because she got very ill. And yet she wanted to always be there for her kids. And because my father was a deadbeat and my father was abusive, my mother would always joke, because her cancer diagnosis was really advanced and her prognosis was not more than 6 months. My mother would always joke, I can't die yet. I can't leave my kids with their father. And I remember she always, no matter how ill she was, tried to hide it from us and tried to find ways to create some normalcy in our lives. Well, what I learned from her battle, and I didn't appreciate it at the time when I was a kid, but I do appreciate it today as an adult. What I learned from her battle is that if you believe in something, and she believes in her kids, she wanted her kids to have a normal life, you fake it until you make it. You smile. You persevere. You take up the role of happy warrior. And so it took me years for me to understand that lesson. But whenever I feel like, politics is dirty and this is painful and these people are crazy and they're lying about me and it's frustrating, and I just remember, hey, if mom could do what she did, if mom could do what she did, I can certainly do what I'm doing. So just suck it up, buttercup. You know, there's a lot of worse things in life than having people trash you on TV and lie about you. So, first and foremost, I give thanks to mom. Second, I give thanks to my partner, Jonathan, for love and support through this process. My sister, my brother, my family is so important to me, because they're there today when I, am frustrated, and I call them, and good friends as well. I am so grateful for our campaign team. We've got people who've been with me for years, through thick and thin, good times and bad. And it's not easy. because when you're in the reform movement, the establishment doesn't want to hire you because they got all the big bucks. Hey, you want a lobbying contract? Hey, why don't you become a political consultant for this tax increase measure? Oh yeah. Republicans take the big corporate money and they work against, frankly, Republican principles. My team has not done that, and my team has paid the price for standing on principle and fighting for reform. I want to thank our volunteers. Tremendous, amazing people who are in the office every day. You know who you are. Just an incredible team that has been with me in every single fight. A decade or more. Some of these volunteers have been part of our movement. And other volunteers who are coming in for the first time. So grateful that they choose our campaign to volunteer for. The college kids that take the job, the tough job of walking door to door in 80-degree heat. Thankful for them. I'm thankful for our president. The fact that President Trump decided to leave a successful business career and actually try to tackle the issues of the country. And it's something he's talked about for 30 years. And he's willing to take the slings and arrows of the D.C. swamp and what they're trying to do to him. His family, everyone who serves in the Trump administration, everyone who expresses that they are supporters of President Trump, who wear MAGA hats. I'm thankful for them because they're courageous and are willing to go out in public, even though they may be harassed, bullied, or worse, physically attacked. That's why I'm grateful. I'm grateful for our contributors. More than 23,000 contributors, average donation $64, some as small as $3 or $4 or $5. They give us the gas in the tank to get our message out. Very grateful for all of their support. All the things that we have to be thankful for. Yes, every once in a while, we go through life and we're complaining and the glass is half empty. But this is the week that we should pause and say that we're thankful for things and celebrate and just remember why we're doing what we're trying to do. So my thanks to all of you in this campaign. And if I don't say thank you enough, I'm sorry. I will try to continue to recognize the great work that all of our volunteers and campaign staff and partners are doing. I appreciate each and every single one of you. With that, have a wonderful Thanksgiving week. Enjoy time with your family. Say prayers that our blessings will continue. Remember those who are less fortunate than us and help lift them up. And yes, continue to give to this movement that's trying to make our state better. Is trying to fight to take back our state from the brink of socialism and all that important work that we are doing. Give thanks. Spread the word. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. This podcast was paid for by Carl DeMaio for Congress. I'm Carl DeMaio, and I approve this message.